Hey, what's up guys? Dillio coming to you back with another video, and in this video is going to be a continuing of my series Sunday Word, where I try to give encouragement and motivation to other artists, music producers, and entrepreneurs of the like. And today's video on this Easter, happy Easter by the way. Today's video is going to be about doing one thing at a time. Have you ever been in a situation where, if you're anything like me, you're constantly kind of going through the day thinking about all the multiple things you're trying to get done, and then also how hard it is to find the time to do them? And you know, you want to try and be as productive as possible. You want to, when life kind of feels like you're not really going anywhere, it kind of forces you to kind of consider, okay, well maybe I need to do this. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe I need to reach out to this person more. Maybe I need to talk to this person less. Maybe I need to cut this person off. Maybe I need to bring this person in. And there's so many tasks that face us that a lot of times we struggle. And my number one struggle that I have is this, and maybe you're dealing with this too, is everything is important. And it's very difficult to pick one over the other. You don't want to stop working on a music album to make a YouTube video, but you don't want to stop writing your ebook to make a YouTube video, or you don't want to stop making YouTube videos to make beats for other people, or you don't want to stop making beats for other people so you can write songs for yourself, or you want to make a beat and you understand, so you got all these things that are important. Oh yeah, you're supposed to be looking for a new job, but you got to take time out for this. And oh yeah, you're looking for a new job, but you are going to be going to practice across town and 85 is still down. So what I'm saying is there's a lot of things that we find equally important. And they are. I don't think that you should marginalize any of those things, even though I know how extremely hard it can be to prioritize any of those things, because you all want them to happen. You all want them to work. You want things to work out. And so it's hard, which brings me back to the first thing I said, one thing at a time. If there's anything I could suggest to you, is to learn how to do one thing at a time and be okay with it. If you're anything like me, and this is a habit that I have to kill, almost may have to ban it out of this room, but if you're like me, and that's a downfall of making music on computers, is you'll be making a beat or working on a song or a concept, and then you check the Facebook feed, and then you check the comments on YouTube, and then you check the email. When really we need to go back to doing things one thing at a time. I think that's maybe what made us so much more efficient. While everything's faster, the information is so much faster, back in the day, all you had was your MPC or your keyboard in front of you, or something like that, where you just had that one thing in front of you. And that's all you had to focus on. You didn't have to worry about Twitter, you didn't have to worry about marketing, or studying for marketing, or trying to do things that this group says, or you don't have to deal with any of that. You just focus on that one thing. And when you're able to focus on one thing, you're actually able to get good at it. And I'll be the first to tell you that sometimes, again, I may be focused on too many different things and not being very effective at any of them. And sometimes, and it may come to the point where I have to soul search and say, you know what, I'm not going to try and do this anymore. I don't want to say I'm quitting, but there are some other things that are more important to me that I need to pursue and see if they work, you know. And that's how it goes, because I'm one person, I'm one man, and I have to accept those limitations. I'm not an Intel i7 core processor with 32 or 64 threads doing multiple things at the same time. But I am one person that can focus on one thing and be extremely effective at it and develop that skill and good at it. And that's the Sunday word for today. Learn to focus on one thing at a time. I spent this morning getting ready for the week, grocery shopping, doing meal prep for my weight loss, doing planning for the week, grocery list for the week, making my bed, and make sure the bedroom's clean, you know, all these different things. And a lot of times what will happen is, okay, I'll start working on the bed, stop that, go play a game of Street Fighter 5, then go ahead and make a beat. No, it's time out for that. It's time to get focused this year. It's time to figure out how to block out other things and focus on the main things that we need to focus on. For me, it's working on an album. As it is for me today, I'm about to do my next beat remake video, and I need to focus on just that. I don't need to be on the phone. I don't need to be talking this or that to people and stuff like that. And I love people and stuff like that, but I have work to do. Maybe you have work to do too. I believe that if you learn to focus on one thing at a time and to be okay with it and not beat yourself up that you're not doing everything that needs to be done right then in that moment, that you will eventually get to those things. And as you grow, you learn to what to prioritize and do first. But always remember, remind yourself to do one thing at a time. Make one song at a time. Make one beat at a time. Look for jobs at a certain time of the day, and that be it. Don't check your Facebook while you're in the middle of things. Don't check your email. And I know it's very hard and tempting, and it's something I'm working on. But if you learn to do things one thing at a time, like right now, all my focus, all my thoughts is not on anything else in the world, but to focus on creating a motivational video that will help encourage my viewers, fans, subscribers, whoever gives a damn about me. This is for you, and this is also for me. I may need to come back and watch this video and recharge and remind myself that, hey man, you're very talented, but you're most effective when you're able to focus on one thing at a time. And I know that there's a lot of things and there's a lot of work to do. There's a lot of things to figure out. There's a lot of unanswered questions that we don't know about things, and we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure out direction. It's all true, but you'll spin your wheels, I believe, and I believe I've had, and I'm trying to work on that. I'll spin my wheels focusing on all of that at the same time. I think the best thing to do is when you're planning a week out to kind of go over the things that you're trying to focus on, and then plan times out of the week to focus on them. And then when you do, let that be the only thing you focus on in that time. When you're trying to come up with new chords, let that be your focus. When you're trying to come up with lyrics, let that be your focus, but let it be it by itself. I believe you can get way more done and restore the time back with the little time. Now, trust me, I got mad limited time, extremely limited time. And I think that in order to best maximize that, we have to learn to focus, and we have to learn to not be focused on so many different things. And it doesn't mean that you're neglecting the multiple things that you have in your life. It just means that you're trying to be more efficient in the actions that you are taking. You know, and again, sometimes that means stopping a few things that you may feel are beneficial to what you're trying to do. You may feel like it's the best thing for you, or you're trying to get in that, and you don't want to quit, but you're still trying to finish some other things that you haven't quit yet. So now you got all these things piling up that you haven't quit. Sometimes it's good to just take a break and say, you know what, I may need to take a break on this and that because I'm focused on these few things. Like for me, I'm focusing on this album, you know, and that is something I need to do. And I got some great discoveries. I want to talk about that in another video. But in closing, figure out what you're trying to do, prioritize it, and allow yourself to be okay with focusing on just that one thing at the time you're trying to do it, so that you can see it through and see it finished. If you don't do that, you may keep spinning your wheels. I know I have. Every day, like almost every hour and every moment, everything I do, I'm telling myself, one thing at a time, man. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. It's okay to do one thing at a time and to see it through. You don't have to stop in the middle of that to go check on something else and fix it. If you're cooking your meals, just cook your meals one time. Don't go cooking your meals and playing video games or making beats. Cook your food by itself, one thing at a time till it's done. Clean up after yourself and just focus on that by itself. Make a YouTube video and just focus on that process by itself and build from there and get focused, and I believe you'll get more done. Well, I hope this helps somebody. Make sure you like the video and subscribe, comment. Make sure you check out the links in the description below. I got a lot of cool stuff there. Sounds for Massive. I also got chord samples that are useful. And if you want to learn about the tools that I use, I got a PDF file that's free. You can check it out. Link is in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to do those things, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.